Hello my dear students, welcome back to my English literature class. I am Anjana Jindal and today I am back here with poem number 2, that is Lullaby. Children, in my previous video, that is part 1, I had explained you the meaning of the poem, right? And now in this video, I am going to discuss the question answers and exercises. With that, our poem lesson will be completed. So let's learn. So children, here are the exercises. See, making connections. Question number 1. The poem is a lullaby. Which of these words would we include in a morning song? Underline them. So children, here the words are given and you have to find the words which you would like to include in your morning song. You know, morning is different from night. Yeah, night the sun sets, there is darkness all around, but in a morning it's bright with sunshine and light everywhere. So obviously you will use different set of words for a morning song, no? Yes. So let's see, here are the words: close, gently, cuddle, snug, pleasant, dreams, sleep, blanket, warm, journeys, rest, strong. So here are 12 words and you have to find the words which suits in your morning song. Okay. See, the word close. See, you will not use the word close because in the morning we open our eyes and wake up now. Yeah, so the word gently we can use, right? Gentle morning. Pleasant, pleasant morning. Warm, we can use the word warm. Warm rays of the sun, isn't it? Journeys. So children, it's your choice. It's your song. It's your choice that which all words you feel like to include in your morning song. Okay, so it can vary. The words can vary for each and every one. Okay, so this way you can do. Now children, question number 2. Read these lines and answer the questions that follow. So here few lines from the poem are given and based on these lines few questions are also asked which we have to answer. So first of all, let's read the lines. Close your eyes gently and cuddle in. Keep yourself snug, a new day will begin. Have pleasant dreams about those things you love. Sleep is an island waiting above. So let's see the questions based on this. So now children, here are the questions. See, question A. The first stanza describes 3 things that we usually do when we go to bed. What are they? So children, our answer is, according to the first stanza, the 3 things that we do when we go to bed are closing our eyes, cuddling in, and keeping ourselves snug. Yes. So let's see question B. What is sleep compared to? Why do you think the poet uses this comparison? So children, I have written an answer. Sleep is compared to an island. Yes, here in the poem, sleep is compared to an island. And the poet uses this comparison because there we get peace. And in sleep also we get peace, no? Yes. And an island also we get peace. I already explained, you know, during the explanation of the poem that why poet uses this comparison. Yes. Now let's see question C. What are the things you like to dream about? So children, answer is, we would like to dream about pleasant things. Obviously children, we like to dream about pleasant things, no? Yes. So these are the answers. So now children, let's see question number 3. And these are the direct questions. So see question 3. Why does the poet say dreams are like journeys? So children, in our dreams, we travel to many different places, no? The places where we cannot travel in our real life, no? But we can travel in dreams. And traveling is a journey. So the poet has used this comparison, right? So see, our answer is, the poet says that dreams are like journeys because in dreams we can travel many leagues and we can see many new things as we see in a journey. Now question number 4. What does sleep gift us with? So children, after waking up from a sleep, we feel restful, isn't it? Yes. So sleep gifts us with rest. Yes. So the answer is, sleep gifts us with rest. Now see question number 5. Do you like this lullaby? Give reason for your answer. So children, see here, the likings may be different. The reasons may be different, isn't it? Everyone has a different reason for his or her liking. So here answers can vary. You can write your own answer as well. But I have written one answer for you. So the answer is yes. We like this lullaby because it takes us to the new world of calmness and peace. So now children, we will discuss the appreciation work. The exercise is appreciation, similes and metaphors. Now we will discuss the metaphors and similes which we had done in our previous video. So it will be a quick recap and then you will be able to follow these figures of speech in a better way. Okay. So similes and metaphors. Children, both are used for comparison. Okay. Both are used for comparison. Similes say that one thing is like another. A simile says that one thing is like another. See the example? Dreams are like journeys. So dreams are compared to journeys. So dreams are like journeys. She is as wise as an owl. Means as an owl is wise, likewise she is also wise. Isn't it? So these are similes. And similes use the words like or as. Whereas a metaphor says one thing is another. So children, metaphors are stronger comparisons than similes. When you use a metaphor, you are saying that something is something else. Not just like something else. No. Something is something else. Means one thing is not like another. But one thing is another. A metaphor says that one thing is another. That's why it is a stronger comparison than a simile. Let's see the example. Sleep is an island. Night is a blanket. She is a wise owl. So here sleep is an island. Here we are not saying that sleep is like an island. If I say that sleep is like an island, then it will be a simile. But I am saying that sleep is an island. Means one thing is another. So it is a metaphor. Right. So children, suppose we tell you to differentiate or to identify that which one is a metaphor, which one is a simile. The most simplest way, or you can say the simplest thing is, you just need to see whether the sentence has as or like in it. Okay. If a sentence is having as or like, then it is a simile. But if as or like is not there in the sentence and a comparison is still being made in the sentence, then it is a metaphor. Am I clear? I hope I'm clear to all now. I hope you all understood the difference between a simile and a metaphor. So based on this, we have our exercise where we have to identify whether it is a simile or a metaphor. Okay, so let's see. So children, let's see question number 1. Write M against the sentences with metaphors and S against the sentences with similes. So children, let's see the sentences. Books are treasure chests. Here the words like and as are not used, right? So here we will write M because this sentence is having a metaphor. Now next one, reading a book is like taking a journey into new lands. So the word like is being used here, so it is a simile. Next sentence, my pillow is as soft as a cloud. So again we will write S as it is having similes. Next one, my grandmother is a mountain of strength. So children, here the words like and as, these words are not being used here. So here this sentence is having a metaphor. So we will write M. Now next one, our teacher is a walking encyclopedia. Again this sentence is having a metaphor. So we will write M against this sentence. Next one, he is an angel. Again metaphor. Next sentence, the sun is like a pot of melting butter. The sun is like a pot of melting butter. Yes, simile. So we will write S. And the last one, the man is as old as the hills. As old as the hills. Yes, simile. So we will write S against this sentence. Okay. Now children, see question number 2. Use metaphors or similes of your own to describe the following. A part, someone who is clever. To describe this, you have to use a metaphor or a simile, right? So I have used in this way. Ritu is as clever as a fox. Children, you can use other metaphors or similes also, means of your own choice to describe these. Okay, I have used this, you can use and another also. Now B part, someone who is happy. So I have used in a way, Raj is looking as happy as a flower. Now C part, your best friend. So my best friend is as busy as a bee. Now D part, your school. So I have described in a way, my school is a temple of learning. And the last part, E part, a butterfly. So I have used in a way that a butterfly is like a rainbow, right? So you can use another ways as well. Okay. So now children, I hope you all have understood the exercises very well, right? So now it's the time for your home assignment, that you have to do all the exercises in your Mulberry copy neatly. Okay, you have to learn the poem also. I hope you all have learned, in fact. Yeah. So now you have to do all the exercises in your Mulberry copy very neatly. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye and take care.